Hi everybody, it's Carrie Scroggins, owner of KDS Insurance Services. And today I'm going to post a video on a follow-up to my most recent video last week, which was about customer service. And I'm going to expand upon my complaint against Nomad Internet provider. Back in July, I noticed that they had service capability at my new location here, my new building that I built just and finished in July. And so in this particular area, there are no major internet providers, AT&T and all the big boys. They're not here yet. We don't have the optics here yet. And so I had to find an alternate. And so I got online and I did some research, and I've seen lots of endorsements on YouTube about Nomad Internet. So I got online, did some research, and thought, well, you know, they look pretty good. Let me see what they have to offer. So I got online, did a chat, and yes, they had service that they could provide to me. So I asked them, paid the money, signed up, did all that good stuff, and so I waited for my equipment to arrive. My equipment took almost 3 weeks to get here. Should have been my first warning sign. And so I got it all installed, and it worked for 5 days. That's it. At the end of the 5-day period, the router stopped working. We then spent 3 or 4 days, hours upon end, trying to get the router to work. It wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work. For whatever their reason was, their programming, blah, 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 blah. It's all BS, if you ask me. So I then decided, well, I got to give them another opportunity because, you know, they're the only provider out in this area, so I didn't really have a choice. And so they came back and said, well, we'll go ahead and send you out a new router. We'll replace the one that you currently have, and we're going to configure it differently so that it works better for your particular needs. I was like, great, super, send it on out. Another 3 weeks. It took another 3 weeks to get me a second set of equipment. Again, we tried day after day, hour after hour. Now remember, too, you can only communicate with this company via chat or via email. There is no phone service from this company. You cannot call somebody and say, I'm a pissed off customer, your equipment sucks. Get on the phone and try to help me figure out what is going on. After all, you've sent me 2 sets of equipment, and none of this equipment is working, and so I have no internet. So my only other option is to use my hotspot, which, as we all know, you get to a certain point and then you get starting to get charged. So now in this entire period of time, I am being charged. Every month I'm being charged. So I then sent them another message after we couldn't get the second set to work, and they were like, well, please give us an opportunity, blah, 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 and we will replace it again the 3rd time. So I sent back this first unit, I sent back the second unit, and so they sent me out a 3rd unit. And guess what? Same stuff. The router wouldn't work, they couldn't get it to be fixed. We spent hours upon hours trying to communicate on a cell phone with somebody who's trying to give you technical instructions and all this stuff, which I am not a techie person. I have no clue about it. And so for me to try to communicate with this company on my cell phone while I'm trying to figure out how to get their equipment to work for the 3rd time, I'm getting angry, as anybody would get angry. Now, this whole time, I've had 5 days of service, and they continue to charge me. So at the end of this 3rd attempt, I contacted them and said, I'm done. I'm done. You cannot obviously provide the services that you promised me back in July, and so send me a label, cancel my membership. I'm going to send your 3rd unit back to you. I am done with you people. You're not supplying me what you promised when I signed up and paid my initial payment. So I got a label. Took them 2 weeks to get me a label. I sent it back to them on October 5th. Now, July, August, September, October, and now November. 5 months. 5 months this company has been charging me for internet services that don't work. It worked for 5 days. And they have the audacity to then question whether I sent back the third unit. Of course, I kept copies of everything, including the label, which they sent me, which I used to send their equipment back via UPS. Oh, lo and behold, once I sent them the photograph of the label, oh yeah, we do have it after all. Considering for 3 days they've been telling me, we don't have your third set of equipment back. We can't refund you any money because you haven't sent back our equipment. I am unhappy. This company is fraudulent. They do not provide the services that they promised. They provided me 5 days of internet service over the last 4 months. Then they have the audacity to tell me they're only going to give me back a 30-day, 1 month out of the 5. They're going to give me a refund back on 1 month of that, even though I've only had 5 days of service. This company is an absolute fraud. They do not provide you the services that they promise you. Their customer service absolutely sucks. There is no way to reach anybody on the phone. You only have the availability to use a chat or use email. Now, I'm sorry, this is unacceptable. I am posting this video so nobody else falls into the same trap that I fell into by using Nomad Internet. It is the worst company I have ever dealt with as a consumer and as a business owner. Do not use Nomad Internet services. They do not provide you with what they claim to be able to provide you. 5 days of service in a 5-month period of time, and they have the audacity to tell me it's within their rights to keep 4 months out of the 5 months that I've paid for services that they've never provided to me, with the exception of the first 5 days. So here's my advice. Do not use Nomad Internet. They are pathetic. They have no customer service. They have no values. And in my mind, this is fraud. You cannot charge somebody for services that you cannot provide and then refuse to refund the money for the services that you haven't provided. That is the epitome and definition of fraud. So, I will be using everything within my arsenal to get the word out that this is not a reputable company. I have already filed a Better Business Bureau report. I am seeking to find the information from whoever is in charge of the internet in the United States. I think it's the FCC. I'm not 100% sure about that. But you can be damn sure that I'm going to get to the bottom of who these people are accountable to. And I am going to be filing a lawsuit against them if they do not refund all of my money minus the 5 days of service in 5 months that they actually provided me with services. It's that simple. There's no other company in the United States that I know of that would get away with this. And I know for a fact as a consumer that every other consumer out here would feel just like I feel. You cannot pay for services, pay the company, and then not get the services that they've provided for. It doesn't work that way. And this company's based here in Texas too. That's even more of an insult because we all stick together in this state, and to have this kind of stuff going on, it's unacceptable. So, guys, please heed my warning. Do not use Nomad Internet services. So that's my soapbox for today. It's a glorious Monday. It's November 1st. I hope wherever you are, you're having a great day. I hope it's a productive week. And get out and enjoy this beautiful fall weather. Don't forget, my videos that I post here on YouTube, they're for your educational purposes. This one in particular, I hope you watch and heed my warning that this is just not the kind of company that I want to work with. I need internet services for my businesses. And if I didn't provide the services that I promised to my clients, you can be sure my clients would do exactly what I am doing. So, have a great day. Have a great week. Make it a productive one. enjoy the beautiful fall weather that we're having, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. God bless.